Don't even fuck around. It's a sensitive situation. It is a sensitive situation. I get very nervous and sensitive about it. Please don't bring it up. I get, you know, anxious, nervous, or something. I don't know why it keeps disconnecting me.
I do. You don't get it. I do condemn the police. I do condemn the police. How can you not also support the police who came and took care of a 19-year-old that was shot on the skirts of it? It all happens. It's all there.
All right, so we're gonna go down this street just a little bit, y'all. Refresh. That doesn't mean anything to me on my side of this. I don't know why it keeps doing it. Here's a Jimi Hendrix statue. Oh, we're disconnected from chat again. Are you kidding me? Come on, why? Why though? Why though? It doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Why are we disconnected from chat again? Why, fam? Would you tell me? Would you tell me why we are? Can any of you do it? Can you? I don't think you can. It's a fucking mystery. Nobody knows the answer to this. It's a question without an answer. It's like a fucking thing. The Gordian knot, I guess. Sure, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say, Dahlia, didn't Alexander the Great just take out a sword and cut the Gordian knot? Yes. Yes, that's what happened. Alexander took out the sword, cut the Gordian knot. I don't know how to do that in this case. I don't know how to do it. Why the stupid thing keeps breaking, I don't know. But break it does, over and over. It just stops working. So if any of you can tell me how to fix it, please do so. I'll be happy to fix it. Without being able to fix it, it's just gonna keep doing this. So that's what you get. That's what you get. Okay, wait a minute. Hold up. Let's flip this around. All right. Okay, so yeah, here we got like cops posting up over here, right? Like back down here too. Closing off this part of Cal Anderson Park. So we can't come into it. This is like the apartments over here. So this is an interesting thing. I'm not surprised to see this. Bicycle police officers down over here. And they're waving, saying hi. It's good, friendly officers before they shoot us, I guess. See, it's how they disarm you, you see. Peer friendly. Let them get close. So it's easier to smack you. We're doing our best to be, you know, like safe out here. All right, so there's more police officers here, because this is the another entrance to the park. Cal Anderson Park is right here. You can see. Well, let's just go over here and see what they say to us. If they tell us to go away, we'll go away. Otherwise, why don't you take a look at the tents and everything that's over here. So, Cal Anderson Park, where all the tents have been posting up, everybody's over there. You can still see a lot of the tents are still out here in the park. And there's a bunch of officers standing right over here. This whole area is secure. We've been up and down the streets, like 2 blocks this way down. This is Broadway behind me, so this is down to the east, or south. All right, so that's to the south. So Broadway is down to the south. So just 2 blocks down that way, and 3 blocks up Pike and Pine are covered and blocked as well. And so every one of the entrances here that we have come to as well has been secured. So we're going to go ahead and take an entire loop all the way around the entire space and check it all out from every angle that we can, see what's going on. Thanks for being with us. I know it's early for you wherever you might happen to be. It's early here in Seattle, Washington. It is just after 8:50 in the, or just after 7:50 in the morning. And we're going up here on Broadway right now. So thanks a lot for being here, and let's keep checking it out. Yeah, the day glow is working well. It's serving us well. So I think this next space isn't a road that we can go through. So So there's no chance that we're going to be able to get into the Callie Anderson Park area. That's all sealed off now. And if we were inside that space, we definitely would have been caught earlier. So it's good that we're out. It's good that we're on this side. But it's important to be able to get a camera in to make sure that they're not doing anything negative to the tents and to the people that are living in the tents. So that's a big deal for us. There's a lot of construction here, as you can see. This is the land of construction, essentially. It's horrifying. I'm glad I moved slightly off to the other side of the city. All right, so here it's a pretty decent shot of the rest of it here, right? So you can see a bunch of police officers here down at the bottom of this street, stopping this vehicle, making sure like it can't go in, I guess. And then you can see back up there in the field, you can see some officers in the tents and stuff like that too. Some more bicycle cops down on this side. So it's important to be mindful of what kind of police officers you have where, I think. And also, right, so check this out. So I want to point this out to you. Social distancing right here. Social distancing, 6 feet. And then our police officers who are not social distancing. So that's a big deal for me. Should be a big deal for all of us. Like, it really doesn't matter what your politics are. COVID-19 doesn't give a shit about it at all. So that's a big deal, right? I also want to be mindful about the fact that we're probably being marked. I mean, I'm an easy person to keep a track of, right? It's been a good stream. Aw, hey, Alec. I can't hear you, of course, so whatever. But I'm wearing a lot of day glow, so it's easy to keep track of somebody with day glow. Alright, so we're gonna walk this way a little bit more. And like, you know, if I could find a little shop, it feels like I don't understand. You know, what can you say? Strategic good timing, I suppose. People aren't awake yet. Seattle's not really moving much. It's rainy and cold, and it's the Tuesday before a holiday weekend. So I know that there were some concerns about what was going to be taking place this weekend, but I don't think those things would have materialized.
Oh yeah, well I mean,
If we can find a shop to go into, I think that would be fine. That'll allow us to maybe figure out what's going on with this application. All right, so we better swap this around again, just in case, because you know. All right. So what we've got here is transit security. Got a bunch of police officers just posting up down here, right? Transit guys doing stuff. So the whole zone has been closed down, which of course isn't surprising. It's kind of what you would expect, I think, right? So there's Callie Anderson Park. This is so Callie Anderson Park runs north and south. We're on the north side of Callie Anderson Park right now. If you were with us any of the previous nights, we've walked through this whole park. We usually start on the south side over by the athletic fields, and we walk through and come up this way. So now we're on the north side right here. Make sure we give plenty of social distance space. Even though these guys on this side have good mask coverage, which is good, but different masks too, light blue instead of yellow. Maybe that has something to do with it. And so you can still see that there's all the spray painting and everything. There's still camping gear and like folks, essentially here. So that's a thing. And so, irrespective of your political, views on these sorts of things, this is the kind of place that, people were living. And there's one of the Victory Gardens right there. Looks like Victory Gardens, community gardens. I'm not sure. I guess they're Victory Gardens if you plant them in England during World War II. What are they now? I don't know. I don't know. Here's more tent space, which is clearly been either removed. I'm gonna guess this was removed by the people because when the police do this kind of stuff, they don't leave it like this, right? They come through and they just remove great big swatches of it and everything. So there's that. It's really important to be mindful, about what's going on here. Like, there was all these people that were just all camped all through this zone right here, right? You had the Victory Garden there. You had you see these circles in the grass and stuff like this? People had these cardboard things and they were pressing down the grass and making crop circles like it was, I don't know, like it was English, like mystery circles or something like that. I don't know. It was a very strange experience to watch happen, and I don't actually understand why they did it. Nevertheless, that's why you see these areas that are like circles and pressed down into the grass, right? So, we've got a group of police officers walking in a tight-knit group here. We've got this group of folks walking after them. So we're going to kind of stay with it, but also I don't want to get too close, right? Because I don't want this group of folks to come rolling up on me. So now they're talking about if they keep following these guys, we're gonna get arrested. So that's the thing. I don't want to get arrested, right? I'm a peaceful independent media person. I don't understand how following these guys down the street would get me arrested. I'm unclear about this.
North of Guinea and you'll be fine. Okay? Yes.
So I guess we're not allowed to walk in the streets now. Of course, it's not unusual. This is happening on American streets all across the country. So we're gonna have to be careful here, y'all. This is definitely a situation where, police officers will show up behind us and arrest us and come running at us and throw shit at us. So I'm not gonna, even though I can't see the chat, I'm not gonna disconnect it, but. So they're telling us to move north, right? Telling us to move back over here on the north side towards Denny. And so that's the south, that's south here. And this is the north side over this way. which is where they're telling, that's Denny on, this is on the back side of the Cal Anderson Park, and that's where they're telling us that we have to go. So if we go over here to Denny, I guess we'll be okay, but if we stand here at this blue car, we're not okay. So that's it's a weird thing. I take them at their word. I think they're serious, of course, so I think they definitely will arrest us, and I think they will definitely try it. So there's that. By the same token, I don't know what to do about it. Except be here, witness. So thanks for being here. And so be mindful, you can't see behind me because I can't see behind me because I didn't turn the camera around, but like fam, it's getting tense. So yeah, they're threatening this group of people here with arrest if they don't leave. Presumably that includes us as well. So you've got some officers kind of flanking up over here into the park and on the right. And and you can see them moving up to arrest somebody right now, I think. Right? I'm going to just slowly back up here just a bit because I don't want to get clubbed in the head.
This is it. We told you what we're going to do.
Yes, sir.
There is no exception.
We got you,
You will
sir.
either get north of Denny or you'll be placed under arrest.
We got
That's
you.
it.
We got you.
There is no debate.
No, we got you. We comply. They didn't comply.
Don't come this way again.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
It's your streets, boss. I listened to your gun, don't worry.
We are winning here. We are winning. Do not give them the authority to arrest you. Do not give them that chance.
We're gonna move up, and if you guys are still here,
You good?
Alright?
Don't kill her.
Don't choke her.
Let them breathe.
Be sympathetic. Keep going, basically. All right, be kind and caring. Don't be overdoing things. Same respect.
Always respect the gun. Always do it. Not so much the people. Got high respect for your firearms. We better get our fucking happy asses back over on Denny too. I'm being fucking sassy, and they will come and snatch me. All right. So what constitutes Denny? Is it this orange line? What's Denny? Is it this like orange line? I mean, is it like this orange line that we can't go past?
Thank you for moving.
Well, yeah, no worries. I just want to make sure. I just want to be safe.
You are fucking agitated.
I appreciate you guys pulling back, but just understand, if you go back in, you'll be subject to arrest. Okay? Not just debate back and forth, alright?
I look forward to this report later.
Touch no goddamn women. I don't touch no women, bitch. I don't touch no women. I don't touch no. Show me, bitch.
If we can please remain peaceful here. We are all on the same side. There's no need.
That is not true. That guy's not wearing a COVID mask. I don't get it. Are they COVID-19 deniers? Why is so many officers not wearing masks? I don't understand. The virus doesn't care about our politics. The virus will kill us all. And these guys are just running around with no masks on. I don't understand in the least bit. What if I have COVID? How would I know? I'm feeling like you should wear a COVID mask, guy. Honestly. Seriously. Look, your comrade has a COVID mask. Why don't you have a COVID mask? Yeah, everybody look, it's that fucking live view. That's the real deal. Y'all know it, I know it, we all know it. This guy knows it, even though he doesn't got a COVID mask on. You shouldn't take your mask off to talk to these guys. So that's the van right there where they were arresting him and they're putting him in the back.
Arrested for sleeping. Arrested for being homeless.
I mean, again.
I know, I bought this.
Maskless.
No, I didn't buy it. Dustin bought it. Yeah, Dustin.
And our mayor has issued an order prohibiting even the press from being on the streets. So this is a weird situation. Of course, this is happening all across the United States. Civil authorities suspending civil rights, and the police paid to enforce that very thing. Now, you'd be surprised because, friends, the First Amendment rights that we are arguing for apply to these people. When this guy gets out of the police, he's going to want First Amendment rights, isn't he? Of course he will. Why would he not want some First Amendment rights? Yet, nevertheless, they're on the other side of this issue. It's a strange position. When they come and join us on our side later, we'll argue for them. We'll support them, because that's what we do. I want to make sure if I get COVID-19 that it's very clear that it wasn't me. I'm wearing a mask. It's these other people not wearing masks, not being safe. Remember, we have an order from our government, our mayor, telling us to wear masks, and these police officers are not wearing masks. So it's totally cool for them to violate the orders that we're given. So that's just how it works. This is what we call, an unequal society with unaccountability.
We got coffee over here. We got coffee. It's fresh.
I will have a coffee. But not really, because as much as I want a coffee, I'm going to take my mask off. There's too many people around. there's another little cadre of them posting up over there. Be mindful about that kind of thing. We are on the other side of, well, we're on Denny. We're on the sidewalk here, which is where we were told to go to. We're on the outside of this. This is the entrance to Cal Anderson Park. So we were told we had to come back out here to the north side on Denny and be outside Cal Anderson Park. So it looks like this little space here is probably okay, but it's arbitrary. At any moment, you know, it could go sideways on us. So there's that. You can see the protesters from earlier, just down the street here, getting arrested and put into the van right now. We saw them bringing them in earlier. So that's what they're doing right now. They're driving through the neighborhoods and they're walking in these groups, and they're walking in groups like this right here, right? So they're in a group of about 12 of them, and they're walking through and they're just going up where people are, and they're just arresting. They're checking people's IDs, they're all that kind of stuff like that. So that's a big problem. And they're trying to do this kind of thing where if you don't live in this zone, then you can't be here. So if you're a resident and maybe you went out jogging this morning, you might not have your ID with you. So it's been a bit of a thing where they come and say, hey, can I come through? And then they let people without IDs in. Because, you know, that's how it works, friends. This is more like how the cops do it. They just throw all the shit like this in a pile because they don't give a fuck. And that's definitely an arrow to the knee, y'all. It was definitely a fucking arrow to the knee.
Stop there. I'm 60 years old. Stop. Oh, yeah, remember when? I know, you remember when? I know, that's what you know. I can ride with you, bro, but I'm not finna go to jail. Oh, dude. I don't go to jail. Guess what? I'll get pizza.
And so now they're moving back down the road. You know how it is? We've been doing this game for a fucking month. They move all the way up to a corner, stand around, they walk back, we march back down the street a little bit. We just go back and forth until they get tired and run forward and jump and grab people, so it's fucked. All right, but look, y'all, I'm gonna disconnect for a second. I'm gonna try and reconnect our chat once more because I don't understand why it keeps doing this. It's pissing me off to no end. So give me just a second and see if I can fucking do it again. All right, hold up.